So we got a talking cat in the series, and to be honest, I love that. I love that. Like, yo, talking cat in the series, like, yo, even though it's just his thoughts, it's just awesome to see that just come to life. Like, what an animal is feeling on day-to-day basis. Like, it is so much what I did not expect. At the same time, we got Tada and we got so many other characters developing. At the same time, we got the cat developing. It's cool to see, like how the cat is given all the daily life information of Tada, like how cat was picked up by Tada when it was just a little kitten, and he's been with him since he was a little kitten. It is kind of fun to see that, because if after all the cat we never thought a cat would have been that much of a relevant character when you first see at it. Like when you first see at the cat, it was just like, okay, it's an animal, it's not gonna have that much of relevancy. But now when you see at it, it's like, okay, the cat has relevancy now because you can hear what it's thinking and stuff. So it's good to see now that they are even including animals in this series, which I really think that very few romance series do it. Now I understand it's just for comedic purposes, but it's still good to see it because every time when he was like, oh, when a man and a woman sees in their each other's eyes for 8 seconds, they fall in love, and I was like, yo, this man, yo, this man, yo, the first one. Okay, the second time he sees them together, he sees his who he thinks is in love with him, pretty much, Cherry. He sees her just like falls in love and then just goes into the pool of water, like the swamp, the river, whatever they were at, and yo, that shit's funny. Like, yo, I love that shit. It's good to see. Now, speaking of this episode, pretty much, this episode was kinda gave a little backstory on how Tara and what was the other guy's name? I forgot. But Tara and his best friend became friends. So it kind of gave that backstory on it. At the same time, it also gave a little glimpse of Teresa and Alec, how they were together, how they were joined. Like even like how even if Teresa just drowned, like I don't know what happened. They didn't show it exactly, but I'm pretty sure she went into the war, jumped into the war, not jumped. I think so. She fell. I forgot. But basically, what happened is she goes into the river, the flowing river, and because the thing that the crown, the flower crown that Alec gave Teresa, and she treasures it. We see that in this episode, like she treasured it as a kid. Now I don't know if that flower crown is still with her or not. I'm pretty sure if it is with her, they will show it at some point right now. But for the time being, I don't think so. It was her, most probably. I also paid a little more attention to the opening, and when I looked at the opening, I have a feeling that this series is gonna go down the dark route. By that I mean we are gonna get an episode where it will be dark, because I see one particular clip in the opening where Tada's best friend when they were child was crying while Tada was wearing the suit when you wear when somebody's dead, somebody's funeral. Yeah, you wear the clothing that you wear to somebody's funeral, basically. So I guess this is something to do with Tada's past, most probably, and why even Nyanko is like, okay, this guy basically doesn't doesn't fall in love with women, and that's basically like it has to do something with his past. Now I don't know if I may be wrong on this one. Okay, I may be wrong on this one, but that's what I was getting from this episode. Like they're building up on what Tada's past is like. legit. Like they are starting from the scratch when it comes to Tada's past, and I have a feeling that Tada has a very. Whenever I see these kind of characters, the past is very interesting because when you see a Tada, he's your normal average guy, but at the same time, it doesn't show that many emotions. Like he shows emotions, but it's not like that many emotions. It's like more stoic emotions. So when you look at Tada, it's normally these kind of characters whose backstory are quite interesting. Now, some characters backstory, I just like, okay, it's just a typical backstory. But Dada's backstory kind of would be like a really, really good. I just have that feeling it'll be a really good backstory. I just have that feeling for it. I also saw something else in the clip, and a lot of people would think that Tada is basically mm, like the childhood friend, a lot of the forgotten childhood friend thing would come in here. I have a feeling that that's not the case. Basically, I have a feeling that you see the blonde hair guy. I have a feeling that he's gonna play a really important role later on. In the opening, you see this blonde hair guy, so he's gonna play a really important role later on. I don't think this is a forgotten childhood case. I just don't feel it. Maybe, who knows? If they go down that route, they go down that route. Most probably I don't think so. It's a forgotten childhood case, but if it is, it is. I don't mind it because I've had fun like watching this whole series. Like I really love Nyango Big's character now just because I really liked his character throughout this episode, and not to mention uh, all of the details he spit out this episode, all of the facts that he spit out this episode. I really, really enjoyed it. Like, yo, I really enjoyed it. He's like, nibbles. Not again. I don't want to eat kibbles again. Kibbles, nibbles, whatever that is. I want to eat that again. Oh, I smell fish. He just jumps onto the next. He's like, and then just falls down where he doesn't know how gravity works or anything. Just falls down in the midway. Really enjoyable. Like, really, really enjoyable. At the same time, you see these fun moments. At the same time, you see this slice of lifey type moments where Tada and everybody are enjoying coffee with these chocolate coffee thing. It really is enjoyable. Like this is this is very much like a real life situation, like a gathering of friends. When you see at these kind of situations, like there's a lot of moments where you could actually feel like you are like you can relate to, because this whole series you could see a lot of relatable stuff happening, not the stuff like, oh, ninjas or anything like, okay, Rainbow Shogun or anything like running through with photographs and stuff. Actually, that could be a possibility, like, but there's a lot of relatable stuff throughout the whole series because gathering of friends is one of them. Making new friends, meeting new friends, cheerful friends. It's really enjoyable. Like that's a lot of relatable stuff happening. Like even running throughout that whole hall, without photography or anything, it would be a natural thing because that's what we used to do. That thing. It's not like not used to. Kate sometimes getting late. That's another thing I saw this episode. Like sisters getting late and stuff. Like there's a lot of relatable things throughout this series, and that's what it makes enjoyable. That's what makes a slice of life or romance anime enjoyable because a lot of relatable things happen in it, and we could see a lot of relatable, a lot like this series. That's what makes it so special. At the same time, if they give a real dark backstory when you're having so much fun and stuff, it really like would shake on you all of a sudden because this series it's built up on fun and slice of life. But I just have that feeling that this series is going to go down the dark route at some point. It's not gonna be throughout the whole series. It'll be that one clip or one scene where we'll see this dark route coming into it. But this is just episode 3, and through the first 3 episodes, I enjoy the series. The first 3 episodes is it's just awesome for me. Like it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Even the first 3 episodes, like yo, it is very enjoyable. Like I recommend if you want like romance animes or slice of life animes or even comedic animes. I really recommend this anime for you guys because it is really good. Like it legit catches your attention. Like, yo, it's really good. I really recommend this anime. I don't know how many more episodes are up for this anime. Most probably 9 or 10, but I watch each and every one of those just because because this anime, it may be the best romance anime of this season for me, and definitely is a top 5 best romance anime I've seen throughout my whole life. It definitely is. So, anyways, let me know what you think about this episode of Tada Never Falls in Love, and I'll catch you in the next videos. Always, peace.